e-commerce. Why e-commerce is there? Just because there is technology. In construction business also there is technology, and that's why construction business is prospering. So wherever we go, the central thrust is competitive advantage, technology and customer satisfaction. So what are the steps in DPR? First, you set your objectives and targets. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to change the process just because you want or I want? वो आई स्पेशलिस्ट रहता है कि मैं बदलाव लाना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन इज इट रियली एसेंशियल? इफ इट इज एसेंशियल देन ओनली गो फॉर इट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सेट योर टारगेट्स एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. Identify customer needs. Do customer really want a change in whatever products you are delivering, whatever services they are delivering? Then only give the change, or accordingly you change your processes. For example, hotel industry. Nowadays there are Swiggy, और भी कुछ है ना, मतलब क्या है वो, Uber Eats है, बहुत कुछ है. Why? Because customers need this thing. मैं घर पे बैठूंगा, मुझे खाना मिलेगा गरम गरम, मैं बाहर नहीं जाऊंगा, पार्टी नहीं करूंगा, कुछ भी नहीं करूंगा, but still I will eat the stuff which I really want to need. Next one, study of existing process. Why this study of existing process is essential? Where do you need the change? Why do you need the change? And how you are going to implement the change? That's why first of all study the existing processes. Then redesign your processes. That means existing processes, the lacuna, correct it, and then redesign the process plan. And last one is implementation. After implementation, obviously there will be evaluation, control and redesign if possible. So that is the step. Now as we discussed that yes, there should be technology. What is the importance of this technology or IT? First one is saving of time and energy. Okay, everything if done manually it will be time consuming, then it will also waste your energy. It will eliminate the geographic barriers. Now we are the, what you can say, the customer of a bank and not customer of a branch. Suppose I want to transfer money from Pune to Delhi, it's for a with a click of that button it's possible, isn't it? So geographical barriers are eliminated. Suppose you want to buy a particular thing, e-commerce is there, anything I can purchase, anything I can book, even we can fill the forms, different forms. Why it is possible? Just because there is elimination of geographic barriers. It is possible to control all the offices from the central press. Then next one, it what you can say, ensures effectiveness, efficiency and innovation. Most of us know what is innovation. What is effectiveness and efficiency? Any idea? Yes? Efficiency, that means without wasting your time, without wasting your resources, you are just doing the particular thing. That is nothing but efficiency. You are working efficiently. Whatever is asked to do, you are doing it properly. That is nothing but efficiency. And effectiveness is nothing but you are doing the right things. You are not doing the unwanted or unnecessary things. So whenever we are talking about this re-engineering process, we are supposed to bifurcate the processes between necessary and unnecessary. Remove the unnecessary processes, concentrate on necessary processes. That's why effectiveness, efficiency and innovation. Now these are certain examples. We are actually familiar with all these things. E-commerce, we have discussed. Online banking, yes, we have discussed this. Then as far as this is pharmaceutical industry. In pharmaceutical industry, the research has proven that 26% of the top pharmaceutical industry firms, they have gone for this radical re-engineering. Now this one, Chitale Bandhu, because I am fond of this particular stuff. When I was a child, when I used to go with my father to this Chitale Bandhu Mathai Wale, earlier it was, everything was manual. Now you go to any shop, what do they have? They have a chip. They will record everything on that chip, and immediately when you reach the counter, your bill is ready. So within seconds you pay the bill with your debit card and you are free. Isn't it? So there are no lines, and this is nothing but process re-engineering. Now in this construction industry also, the construction industry has totally changed. See, it's a big or huge site. Now, it's not properly, what you can say, anyways. So, in the construction site, what happens is, nowadays you can see there are cabinets. Most of the times these are blue color cabinets. So, what are these cabinets? These are moving offices. There will be a cabinet or office of architecture, then architect, then ABP consultant, then contractor himself, isn't it? Or HVAC consultant or the interior designer. So immediately they take the decision and immediately they implement that particular action. and this is nothing but re-engineering, process re-engineering. Otherwise, इसके ऑफिस में जाओ, उसका ये ले लो, प्लानिंग ले लो, and then you complete the work. So it avoids the unnecessary steps. Now here, burger, that means what? Most of this McDonald's, or you can also think of Pizza Hut, Domino's Pizza. What do they do? Do they have chefs which are very good chefs? No. These are just there are just 12 pass students. What they do? They assemble the food, and within seconds, within minutes, the food is ready. So that is also part of re-engineering. Okay. But there are certain problems with re-engineering. First of all, if there is no IP, there is no re-engineering. You are supposed to set your target properly. You should know what are your objectives, what are your goals, and then only you can go for it. Next one is change. Whenever there is change, there is resistance to change. We travel by train, okay? When the train stops, what do? We try to hold ourselves, isn't it? We don't go with that particular force. So whenever there is change, there is resistance to change. So you are supposed to implement, the management has to implement this change properly. It is time consuming because you first of all study the existing process, you find out the lacuna, and then you implement a new one. So it is time consuming, and obviously it is costly. First of all, it will be costly, but then the management can recover that cost. And the last one, each and every organization has to study where the organization stands. Now this is nothing but process maturity curve, and that's why this re-engineering is needed from one step to other step. The first one, ad hoc. Ad hoc means what? There was a situation, the decision was taken rampantly. Okay, nothing was thought of. It is nothing but the rule of thumb. मैंने बोला, आप लोग करो. This is ad hoc decisions. Next one is repeatable. That means a better version of ad hoc. Last time हमने ऐसे decision लिया था, so obviously you are supposed to implement the same decision and same steps, the same process should be followed. Nobody will think over it. That is repeatable. The next one is control. That means a better version of repeatable. Here you have to a certain extent standard operating procedures, SOPs. That means yes, suppose this situation arises, this is the process to be followed. You need not worry, you did not wait for the higher authority, what decision should be taken, how decision should be taken, how the change should be implemented, and everything. So everything is planned, everything is written, and that is to be followed. So that is nothing but SOPs. Standard operating processes or standard operating procedures, which is actually oxygen for each and every organization. If there is no SOPs, the organization is just like it is kept on ventilator. The next one is management.